Hello and welcome. This is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Neo Scavenger, continuing on with my I'm Not a Cannibal challenge, where I try and get through the game without eating another human being. Alright, so it's the end of the turn. Let's go ahead and end our turn. This guy's in the area. If he was a threat, we could have dealt with him. We do have a bow and arrow, so I haven't had the chance to use it at this point. Really, my... Aha! Lock storage shed. Let's go there first because we have ourselves a crowbar. Firm. And we can use our trapping skill to make it safer for us, which we're going to do. I see no reason why not, because there's no downside to that. Okay, we found some items. Found a meat cleaver, which... Aha! This is the thing we really wanted to find. This is going to allow us to be able to boil all this water we've been carrying with us. Speaking of water, I forgot to bring water with us. We also have a can, which would do the same thing. Now the problem is we have to figure out how to carry said pan. So it's a pretty sizable item, and we really don't have the best items as far as carrying things go. If I really want, I can carry this instead, but saucepan's so much better than just a can. And I think it's funny that we find these two things together. I'm going to bring these string... there we go. I'm going to bring the string with me. So, saucepan. Tarp's important too, but let's just for now put the saucepan in there. Could put this... that's not the best use of our space. Best use of our space is that there. I really don't think we're going to be able to take this and the tarp. Not with what carrying items that we have. Not unless I drop something, but nothing that we have is a good idea to drop. So I think I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that we don't have the tarp, which sucks because tarps are good. Yeah. Unless I want to drop the dirty rags, but then, you know, that's how we get more clean rags. Speaking of dirty rags. Okay, those are still okay-ish enough. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to leave the tarp for now until we get a better means of carrying items. Unless I want to leave some water bottles or something behind. And even then, I don't know if we'd have enough space to do this. Because I could take this dirty rag, I could put it here. I could grab these bottles, get rid of them. I could then put this up here. Then we'd have room for the tarp. I mean, I guess that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to leave behind the water bottles. There's nothing in them anyway, so... Alright, that's fine with me. Meat cleaver I'm definitely keeping. I'm not going to take because we already have a weapon. As a matter of fact, technically we have two. So I'm good to go. All right, let's continue to scavenge as there's more stuff here. So let's confirm. I'm just going to do a normal search. Okay, busted knuckles. Well, it's nothing serious, but it's hampered your scavenging efforts for now. Okay. So let's just make sure. It's nothing serious. Okay, looks like we're okay. Let's go to the storage shed. Firm, nothing useful. And the abandoned mobile home. Firm, found some items. Okay, so we found ourselves a t-shirt, it looks like. And that's about it. Although we did find some more string we could stack on here. Some good condition glass might be worth taking. Let me take a look at glass here. So they're both in good enough condition that I think I'm going to take them. And we'll put that right there. Okay, that's good enough. There's no point in taking the can if we're going to keep the metal saucepan. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's end turn. So that was really the item I was looking for at this point. So really, I think we should just start making a beeline for the glow. Although continuing to scavenge for the sake of a better, like, backpack or something might be a good idea. So let's go over here, scavenge. A lighter would be nice too. Although it's possible I missed a lighter. You know, they are small objects. Okay, we've alerted other things to our position. The deer over there we could try and kill with our bow. We could go into the woods here and scavenge for fruit and things, which might not be a bad call. What are we looking at? It's morning still, so go ahead and do that. Use our botany skill. Okay, take a look here. So we already have as much water as we can carry. But there is some food that we can eat right now. So we eat these edible berries. And we have poisonous, poisonous, edible. They're going to fill up on berries right now. Okay, good. Happy with that. Okay, and we'll move out this way. Okay, turn. We haven't really encountered much in the way of threats in this playthrough in quite a while. There's just that one guy that we had to beat to death with our bare hands, which was a very protracted fight. Since then, we've been pretty much on easy street. Fortunately, we're not finding the same number of locked storage sheds that we found earlier on when we couldn't do anything about them. Okay, we found a backpack. That is stellar. That's going to really help us. And we managed to find some tarp as well, which I'm going to take with me. We have a whiskey bottle, which I'm also going to take. First thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to empty out our bag, put on the backpack. Backpack's not in great condition, but we're going to take it with us anyway. I am going to take the whiskey because that's a way of sterilizing our wounds. Pretty good. And as a matter of fact, you might even be able to use it to just get clean rags. So if it comes down to that, we'll do that. And we'll put the rest of this stuff in our inventory space here. We really want the quality torch. It's very bad condition, so I don't think we're going to take that with us. We could take this and turn it into more foil, but I don't really see the point. We've got a 24 stack here. I think we just keep moving. Or at least keep scavenging. Okay, no useful items. And finally a storage shed. And no useful items. Okay, let's end our turn. Okay, let's keep moving. We are getting thirsty, but I am eventually going to sterilize all the water that we have, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's end turn. And hopefully we're making good time over to the glow, so come over here, scavenge. Okay, firm. Now we are eventually going to get into an area where, oh, is our pants really in that bad of condition? Okay. Get rid of it and wear these pants instead. We will be able to put the multi-tool in there, in the pocket. Dirty rags we don't need. We don't need that. How are our shoes? They're all right. Okay. Let's continue. Our bow's in pretty good condition, too. Okay, more stuff. Okay, khaki cargo pants. Pretty bad condition, though. T-shirt, pretty good condition. We'll put that on. And our sweater still is better than the alternatives. Let's finish this off. And looking pretty good. So that's it for the scavenging there. Okay, good. That's a good place to scavenge, right? Let's end turn. Okay, one of our rags fell apart. That's going to be this one here, but that's okay because we don't really need that. So we're just going to stick that on the ground. And looks like our wounds are pretty much healed there. So I'm just going to take that one clean rag, even though it's not that clean. And we're going to take it off. And we're going to move down this way. Oh, we've got a number of opportunities to scavenge here. Okay, this is always going to be pretty good here. I'm not going to use anything. We're just going to go in. No useful items. Oh, gosh. Go in here and turn. We got to get close to... Yeah, I was about to say, we're getting close to evening, I'm sure. All right, let's scavenge. Okay, let's go here first. Firm. We found some clean rags. That's good. It might not be in the best condition, but there's something. And we had another thing to scavenge, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, no useful items. All right, well, this is probably a good place to make camp, as it's pretty good shelter and what have you. Let's go ahead and make that camp. So first things first, we'll go ahead and do that and get ourselves some... We don't have any food or water, but we're going to take care of that here in a second by sterilizing some water. Okay. And see, this is why I took the trapping skill, because we haven't found a lighter in this playthrough yet. And all these nights that we've been spending where I have been building fires, I wouldn't have been able to do if I hadn't taken the trapping skill. So, very important. Now let's grab our saucepan and boil up as much of this water as we can. We should be able to do 3 at a time. So just go ahead and put them all in there, and we're just going to go with it. I might want to make some more clean rags, but to be honest with you, we've almost got a full stack here, so I don't know if I'm going to prioritize that or not. But confirm clear, confirm clear, confirm clear. All right, so that's all the water we can do. Let's go ahead and drink some of that up, because we were pretty thirsty. Yeah, so we've got 2 water bottles full of clean, sterilized water. We're always going to want to have a little bit of that on us in case we do get an injury. We want to be able to deal with whatever injuries we may get. Now, as far as crafting goes, we're going to go ahead and start making our camp here. Okay. So that should allow us to bring that up. And we still have more time to craft, so we're going to go ahead and take our empty bottles of water, which should be at least a few. I guess just 2, but that's okay. That is exactly normally how much I would want to use. And there you have it. So we'll put that in our camp. We also want to make sure that we get our sleeping bag down and make sure to get it back too. Okay. Well, I think this is a good point to go ahead and just sleep, because we have pretty much everything we can have for the night taken care of. There isn't really anything else to do here. Unless I want to go and, like, scavenge somewhere and get berries and things, but we can always do that in the morning. So let's just go ahead and sleep. Okay, we had trouble falling asleep. Kind of story of our lives with insomnia. Okay. Put that back in our camp and sleep again. Looks like we managed to get that to sleep now. And we find ourselves at night. We're going to have to end our turn. Okay. Let's get into the crafting. Our bow is still in decent condition, so I don't see a need to do anything with that. Really all we're concerned with is just building back up the fire. Okay. Putting that in our camp, and hey, we're not We have rest and heal as an option. I find that odd considering that we don't really have any damage, but I figure why not rest and heal? Still nighttime. Okay. Try and stop the rest. Okay. So the fire burnout. We're now going to come in and again dismantle camp. Fairly quick process. And we'll pick up the items. At this point, I'm going to start picking up the assorted parts. I mean, again, we probably don't need that many, but I'm not really burdened. So while that's the case, I have no problem picking up all of our items. And one thing that I'm probably going to forget another time in the future is forgetting my sleeping bag. Okay, looks like we're good to go. Let's go ahead and move into this bit of forest and end our turn. I am now going to scavenge the forest. Looks like we have a couple options there. Okay, we did manage to get some. I want to pick up this water, put it in my pack, and let's take a look at the berries. So we've got edible berries here. I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. We've got poisonous, edible. Go ahead and eat these. Careful that we continue to only eat edibles. We've got edible mushrooms here. We're going to fill up on. Okay. Good to go. I'm just going to leave this bit of water here. I mean, it doesn't matter one way or another, but I think we'll probably get an opportunity to find more water in the future. Go ahead and end the turn. We've got a scavengeable area over here. Oh, yeah. Because it's still kind of dark for us. All right, we have possible threat there. Go ahead and scavenge. Lock storage shed, we'll go for that. We'll go with the crowbar, and we'll use our trapping skill to make it safer. And we found some stuff. Nothing really exciting, except for the t-shirt, maybe. Yeah, slight upgrade. Found a shoe, but it's in terrible condition. And some glass that's in bad shape. Yeah, nothing really exciting, but it was still good to check. Okay, let's go ahead and continue to scavenge here. Okay, we did alert that. Okay, no useful items. And we'll move on. Okay, we have one of those things. I'm not sure what to think of those, but end our turn. Yeah, that guy's just going to hang out, I guess, on the hill. Honestly, it might be a good idea to attack the guy because he does have clothing items and they may be good for us. As right now, our pants are not in particularly good condition from what I remember. So it could be worth the upgrade. But how are we doing as far as the map goes? We're getting close. We're about halfway there, maybe a little over halfway. This is probably the halfway point here. So we're getting there. And the closer we get to there, eventually we'll get to a point where there's not really a whole lot to scavenge. So it's kind of important that we do that stuff as we get in there. There will also be more people, bands of people. So we'll have to be prepared for that. Although I guess we've got our bow and arrow, so we're good to go if it does come to that, I guess. In any case, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in the video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Melskinner signing out.